know it, but
yeah,
here we go.
There's an EnVyUs squad. Of course, big storyline for EnVyUs. All 4 of them in the same house, the Envy house in North Carolina. What type of impact does that make? I mean, you have to call them the favorites automatically, but the fact that they get to play together next to each other every single day, they're going to be hard to beat these next 2 weeks and in the Season 2 finals. That is why they are the clear favorite, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure. And you know what? EnVyUs, Canals is a map they really don't lose, but on the other side for E6, this is their best map, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So 2 teams who play really well on Canals, only one of them can win. Let's check it out right now. Franchise actually going to be going up high side. Usually I see Franchise picking up sniper rifle first round, so a change in strat it looks like here, possibly a no sniper, as Fran going to move on mid-bridge now, look for the action.
Of course, last week, a big part of the conversation with how slow the map was on E6, or the match between E6 and, I can't remember who they played last week, Strictly Business. How slow Canals was, you know, big conversation on Twitter after the fact of the tourney, and he said when teams run too high side, it's just, there's nothing you could do, and there's not much of a counter. That's why teams do run that strat, is because they know that Hudson's is so good with the sniper, and there you have it. That is exactly why teams will run that strat and will fear E6 on this map. And you see Envy doing the same thing, actually, with the same exact strategy. So.
Yeah, Hudson's again with the headshot there. He's really a difference maker, and the question is, if he gets himself to a LAN, to our finals, what's he going to do on LAN? As Praise going off against Poseidon. Here we go, Praise, that 1v1 player, that MVP from season number 1, going in here, Affinity with an answer on Soto, and Praise again with a kill on Hudson's, but here comes the action. Toy Soldier right there for the down and the pickup, and it looks like EnVyUs is going to be in a 1v1 now, as Eternity takes out Toy, and then, Praise, though, with a long shot shotgun shell, somehow threw his shotgun at him, hit him there. 4 kills, 3 downs, 600 points.
Like, he is disgusting. How could you be so individually skilled on another level in a game that's been out for 6+, 7+ months? He is unbelievable. Affinity, though, you gotta give hats off to him, doing a good job in that 1v2. Was able to escape and hits a brick, hits Praise with the brick, but unfortunately Praise was able to down him immediately after that.
Gotta say it again, I say it every week, but welcome to Praise County. Population 1. Because if another guy comes to his county, takes him out.
That's true.
And here we go, on board with Praise.
Thank you for explaining that if I didn't get it before.
Thank you for Team EnVyUs right now. Going on here, Soto and Franchise going to combine to clean up a lot of kills here. Poseidon, last player left alive for E6 on mid-bridge, and Toy Soldier will take care of that real quick.
Yeah, this Envy squad looking very good. The Praise Toy Soldier combo last round in the 2v2. You saw a little bit of a revive chain and very well executed. Praise with 5 kills, 3 downs. With the addition of Toy Soldier, not that he's much or significantly better than Kenny, but he is such a good player individually as well. It makes Envy even more of a squad to be feared, and kind of makes them more like Denial in the sense that all 4 of them can really go off at any time.
Right, and here we are on board with Franchise, picking up the rifle like I'm used to seeing him do on the bridge. Of course, Hudson's over on the E6 squad over there, rifle in his hand as well. And we are going on board here. Looks like Poseidon getting the first down on Toy. Not going to get the kill, though. Here comes Praise again with a kill on Poseidon, and Franchise going to down Affinity. Praise downing Hudson. And another round, it looks like, in the favor of Team EnVyUs, as they're all combining to help each other out, get those downs, get those kills, and get those round wins, as it's 3-0 EnVyUs.
And Deluxe, I don't know if you can feel the difference.
But wait a minute, he didn't see me. He didn't see me down the ground, and here I come right now. Affinity going in, but gets chunked for his troubles.
You got very excited there.
That was exciting.
It was exciting. He got back up. That was like a genetics MLG Finals 2006 type of thing, 2007 type of thing, getting up after being down for so long. But what I was going to say is, you know, I'm not sure if you feel this, but the energy and the steamrolling that Envy is doing right now, it's a different level of any other match we've casted tonight. They are dominating. I mean, straight dominating, and you got to wonder if anyone can really keep up with them right now.
And against E6, like I said, their best map, I believe, they always come out to play on this map, and they're not doing so thus far. Down 3-0, Eternity getting the first down on Soto. Toy Soldier now on mid-bridge. He's in the fight, 1-on-1. What's going to happen here? Now it's 2-on-1. Toy takes out 1. Toy takes out 2. Shotgun to your chest. Out my way, homie. And will he get this 3rd kill? He does get that 3rd kill. 1-on-1 now, Toy Soldier in a battle. Grenade going out, not going to connect, gets the active reload, moving around cover. Look at that movement, folks. Pro player here, Toy Soldier in the building.
What did we just see? That round, montage,
I blacked out.
I literally blacked out. Montage worthy for Toy Soldier. He picks up 3, and he is vying for the 4-piece right now, the 4th kill in the situation up against Hudson's. It's going to be tough to do, of course. But Toy Soldier's out for blood right now, and he is playing out of his mind. The reverse reaction shot over cover was disgusting.
Now you got to remember,
his third kill.
You got to remember last week, Kenny Hudson's 1v1. What did he do to him?
Headshot?
Oh yeah.
I think so. You're right.
He threw a grenade, baited him out, headshot him.
You're right.
Hudson with the sniper.
Your connector.
And Toy with his movement in this 1v1 is epic right now. You know, you got to watch yourself with that rifle out. You know Hudson's can hit any angle, any shot, but if you're Toy Soldier, you're so good with that movement, you got to close the gap here, and I think we're going to in for a real treat here, Fallout.
Yeah, so contrasting skill sets. For now, it's going to slow down.
And the question to you, Hudson, do you want to be in our finals for Season 2? Do you want to make it? Do you want to get one step closer? You have your shot right now. Go ahead and take it. Your shot at greatness is in front of you.
Look at Toy Soldier staying very patient. He's going to slide snipe. Hudson's going to miss the first shot. And now we're going to engage in a one-on-one sniper duel here in our last match of the night. Grenades
I'll tell you what.
Slid by Hudson's.
If Toy Soldier headshots Hudson with the rifle here, I'm going to come out of my seat. Because Hudson's, of course, our Season 1 best sniper, voted best sniper. He's been doing serious work in Season 2. Going to narrowly miss a shot there. Here comes Toy, though. Grenade at his feet. Going to avoid it. Movement now, Fallout. The same exact spot last time we saw Kenny. Grenade and flushed him out with a headshot.
It almost happens again. Does not happen this time. So Toy Soldier is making a statement, too, trying to say, look, Hudson's, I don't fear your sniper. My sniper's better.
Maybe Hudson's will go with the shotgun, though. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Anything can happen. One-on-one, all on the line this round. Of course, they need this round to move on in this map. Otherwise, EnVyUs will close it out 4 rounds to 0. Toy Soldier.
This is really a matter of momentum going into map 2 as well. So that's a good point. I think Hudson's might be on a sniper ammo.
Yeah, you're Hudson's right now. You're out of ammo, we believe.
I think so.
What's your play here? What's your move? If you're out of ammo.
Of course. Not much you can do against a sniper in Toy Soldier looking down the barrel. Grenades will be spawning in about 30 seconds. I think that's the next opportunity you're going to have. Toy Soldier looks like he's going to be going and trying to bait out Hudson's. And it looks like Hudson's actually still has some ammo here. So
all right,
grenades will be the next thing you're going to
a little error there by us, unfortunately, but we're moving on forward here. 43 seconds left. Here comes the action, or is Toy trying to bait him out? Of course, a huge part of 1v1s in Gears of War is not only hitting your shots, of course, but baiting the other player out into an advantageous position for yourself.
Yep.
So 28 seconds left. They're both going to try and play a little trickeration here, try to get the other player line. Look at, oh my God, look at Toy creeping out and then moonwalking back. The MJ of Gears of War.
Yep. His grenades are up. Hudson's is not even going to give him a shot.
Yeah, Kenny got his head popped there last week by Hudson's when he was trying to slide into that sandbag, but right now it looks like we're going to a draw. My epic 1v1 battle I spoke about will not happen. So my apologies, folks.
It's all right.
We're going next round.
Hudson's, I think, is such a good sniper himself. He knows to respect the sniper. So smart decision there not to slide their grenades. Although I would say if I'm Hudson's, my team's down 3-0. I'm going to try and take that 1v1 against Toy Soldier.
And look at that, the replay. There was the double chunk and the triple for your troubles.
Dirty. Absolutely dirty what we saw from Toy Soldier. I would have liked to see him finish it out with the 4th kill, but hard to do against Hudson's with the sniper. So moving on to round number 5, technically here. On board of Praise right now, who's going to be going low side and has been playing out of his mind this match so far, let alone playing right next to his teammates in the EnVyUs down in North Carolina. Huge advantage that they have over other teams as they get to practice for Season 2. Solo's going to pick up 1. Praise picks up 1 right after. Hudson's, though, doing some work with the shotgun. He's going to get 1 kill. Misses the down there on Baird.
Yeah, huge play there. The shots missed. Praise, of course, cleaning it up, and Toy Soldier there as well. So not enough in the tank here. It's going to be 4-0 in favor of EnVyUs.
What is life? 10 kills, 7 downs in 5 rounds for Praise? How often do you see it? We haven't seen that yet tonight in any other teams. No players can have such a significant individual impact in the way that Praise does. And he just continues to be a clear front runner as the best player in this game and potential Season 2 MVP as well.
I know. You got to think again towards our finals, towards that top 4. PAX East, Boston, we're coming for you. Praise, you know, last time he was on LAN, an extreme, crazy monster of a player on LAN. What's going to happen when EnVyUs comes in? They bring Praise, they bring the leadership of franchise, the communication, Soto, of course, an underrated player, in my opinion, doing some serious work this season. And Toy Soldier, we already saw what he can do. So EnVyUs a real threat, but they're not out of the water just yet in this match against E6.
Yeah, and Toy Soldier is such a perfect fit and a perfect pickup for this team. We haven't talked about this yet on stream and on broadcast, but Toy Soldier, I think the issue with Kenny was, I think, chemistry. Franchise and Kenny maybe butt heads a little bit because they're both kind of leaders in their own right, and that clashed a little bit, right? Toy Soldier is just a monster, and he is the type of you can tell him what to do, you can kind of direct him, you unleash him, you let him do his thing. So Franchise gets total control and leadership over this team, and the roles are so well defined and perfectly fit with this EnVyUs squad. It's going to be very tough to beat.
Oh yeah, you know what? I got to be honest with you. I'm not going back on my word here, but I did think EnVyUs was better with Kenny on their team earlier in the season.
Okay.
They have shut me up a little bit here. They've impressed me over the last few weeks. Of course, not losing with Toy Soldier. I still think Kenny's a great player, though, and SB is a real threat. But,
yeah,
you know,
without a doubt.
Hey, they got me.
Yeah, and that's where it's not that big of a difference from a skill standpoint. I think Kenny and Toy Soldier are neck and neck, probably both just as good as each other. But the difference is the roles that they fit within the team, the chemistry, which is so important. And that was the big issue, with that EnVy squad. I had a chance to talk to Franchise a lot about that, and Kenny a lot about that. And they both clearly admit that they both, bash heads. It's not necessarily anything against them personally. It's just their leadership styles and their play styles in gears. So a good fit for EnVy. They're looking solid. But then again, going into Season 1 finals, I thought EnVy was the front runner. And they were not able to come out on top. So you don't want to jump the gun too
close.
soon. Yep.
No cigar.
No cigar, indeed. 3-2 in that one, though.
Yeah, well, we're back over here on War Machine for our second map here. EnVy is already up 1-0 over E6. E6 needing, of course, a big win today to kind of even them up with Dream Team. If not, they're going to look to come out next week once again and really make a run for our season finals. But here we go, Fallout. Map number 2. Who do you give the advantage to?
I gotta go EnVy again. 4-0ing them on Canals. Praise with 1,600 points. He plays the nade spot so well on this map. Franchise in the middle of the map playing, I think he plays a Toy Soldier now instead of Soto. Toy Soldier playing his Ram
Toy
again.
Soldier playing his Ram again. Last time he got a disgusting headshot as Ram, so no surprise there. Smokes are going out. Round is kicking off here. Soto putting out shots by Sniper. 1v1 at Sniper, of course. That guy in the window, Toy Soldier.
He's so ugly.
General is here.
General's so ugly. Just look at him.
I don't mind. I like him.
It's
different,
breath of fresh air. Yeah, exactly.
All right, here we go. Affinity getting the first down on Franchise. Moving around, though. Not going to be able to get the kill just yet as shots are still coming out. Here comes Eternity, pistoling Toy Soldier, but up that close in range of Toy's shotgun. You got to be careful. Almost taken out there.
And look at Praise baiting Franchise, who is down. I don't think he's even revived Franchise yet. Maybe just did. And gets it down of his own. So very well played by Praise here. Eternity in a 1v1, and he gets embarrassed by Franchise in that one. It looks like he just missed a wall bounce, unfortunately. Now it's all up to Poseidon at Sniper. Good decision by Soto to back out. He goes down, but it's in the middle of the track, so it's not going to matter. And Poseidon's going to get taken down here as well by Praise.
Yeah, Praise with the Lancer going to get the final kill of the round, and that will be a 1-0 map. 1-0 round count in favor of EnVy. Soto on top, 247 points. Praise right behind, 218, 170 for Franchise. And then Toy doing a little work down there, 85 points.
I gotta say, deep down, I was hoping E6 would maybe win this as the underdog. I like to root for the underdog, but now that I think about it, E6 versus Dream Team next week. Not that I want to continue to hype that match up, but it is literally going to be win and you're in, lose and you go home, or you stay home, I guess, in this situation. Whereas if one team would have won or lost, it would have been a matter of win-loss differential to determine the winner if they were to tie. So now there will be no tie. It's a clear winner one way or the other, I believe, if the records are the same.
Well, we still have 2 weeks. We have 1 week left, but there's still 2 matches, though, so we got to remember that. But on board here with this match right now, Praise going to down Poseidon. Franchise does the work cleaning him up. And just like that, EnVy is up 4 players to 3 here on War Machine.
Yep. If it all ends up in a tie, that will be the case. And if E6 loses here, it's much more likely that that will happen, but not guaranteed, that's for sure. Very good point.
I'm gonna get a petition going. 5 teams to finals.
Yeah, I agree.
They all make it.
They all deserve it.
Right, surprise, everybody.
Let's make it 8 teams.
8 teams going. Y'all make it.
Let's throw mutiny in there. Let's make it 9 teams.
9 teams. You make it. You want to go 12? Give me 12.
You get a spot to finals. You get a spot to finals. Here we go here. Praise going to take out Eternity. Eternity goes starting to take out Downs Eternity early on. Praise continuing to make an impact, but I think on a Troika there, I think I saw some Troika action from Praise. Nothing but red right now, and EnVy goes up 2-0 here on Locust Team on War Machine.
Yeah, so far E6 not having an answer right now. And I got to say, last season, watching E6 play this map, a lot of 4-3 losses on War Machine. Right now, they're down 2-0. They got a little work to do to come back and make it a 4-3 game, but we'll see what they can do here. Yep. On to round number 3.
North franchise going to get some pistol shots in, good pistol shots early on. See if they're going to try and take advantage of that. I don't think they'll be able to. Grenades picked up from both Praised and Affinity. Maybe Eternity. Whoever plays nades, I think it's Affinity. Hudson goes down early in the 1v1. Toy Soldier appears through smoke. It's already running through smoke and survives.
And shots are going up. Poseidon going to get the kill on Soda there. Praise picking up a grenade kill actually on Poseidon. So a 2-on-1 now. Praise up top, pistoling down. Great job by him supporting his teammate over there from way up top by Troika.
Wow, yep. Making an impact.
And now Affinity, last player left alive. Affinity, of course, the owner of that second Gears of War montage you just put out.
That's true.
Longtime Gears of War player, former teammate of Fallout, the man right next to me. A lot of skill, actually a very underrated player in my opinion as well.
In UE for sure.
In UE for sure, and he's looking for a 2v1 clutch now, but he's very hurt, has to take cover. He does so.
Puts himself in a very bad
Where
spot.
Where can he go from here is the question, Fallout.
Oh wait, no, it looks like I thought Praise is going to go round by sniper and get the angle. If he does, there you go. Opportunity here, tough one, but he does have an opportunity to fight a 1v.
Yeah, opportunity knocking, but it's going to close real quick.
That's textbook. That's where if we're watching Icy, or we saw it earlier, I can't remember which team we were watching, that kept dying in advantages. Praise runs away, he stays alive. That's textbook. That's how old school players play Gears of War.
Look at Affinity though, managing to get himself a power weapon in a 2v1, separating those players to the point where they know they had to regroup there. And now there's a legitimate shot he could clutch us out.
Yep, that's
one torpedo shot can do it.
That's true.
You know, he might take it up top towards Troika. He might wait out here for a little bit. Grenades are up. He's going to slide grenades. He's going to get shot. Take some cover.
He's going to get shot. But that's the difference between Praised and a lot of these, very, very good players. Is Praised does not only have the skill and play just as well as a lot of these new school players do. Because Affinity's going to miss a torpedo shot right there. But he has the smarts and the patience and the intellect of old school players like the Insanes, like Terror, like Atmo, etc.
Oh, nice second grenade. They're going to force that player out. Affinity running away with Torquebo now, looking for a shot. Grenade going to come in on the other side from Envy, and now Torquebo not going to connect, and Toy will down him. Affinity taken out, and that's going to be another round for EnVyUs. 3-0 so far. They have not lost any rounds, Fallout.
Yeah, that is true. And they 3-0 Denial last week too. So having not lost a map in that long is really does say a lot. They're
really picking up steam here, and of course, with the finals coming up, the hot teams going in are usually the ones that are the biggest threats.
Yep.
So if EnVyUs comes out here last couple weeks, doesn't lose going in, they're for sure the favorite.
That's true. As there you go, one early kill here. Looks like they're not going to lose a round yet again on map number 2. To your point.
Grenades coming in. Actually, grenades traded. Couple getting tossed out there from EnVyUs. Soto on the window, waiting for his moment, and here we go. Action picking up as Soto getting pushed down by this player. Has some support fire coming in though, and Eternity will get taken out. Player on the window over there. It's going to be Affinity getting down, and here comes more of the action as another player trying to rush down Soto, but to no avail again this time, as Hudson's will get taken down. Great support fire. Great job by Team EnVyUs. And that is going to be 4-0 War Machine.
Map number 2.
Map number 2.
Wow. Praised again on top. Always finds a way to end up on top, of course. I wish statistics were taken throughout the entirety of the season. Praised kill death. Praised points compared to everyone else would be absolutely out of this world. I mean, he is such a good individual player. MVP of Season 1. Best Slayer of Season 1. He's the only player that won 2 awards in the awards that were given at the end of Season 1. So hats off to Praised. Once again, this is Fallout joined with Deluxe here live at the ESL Studios, enjoying our last match of the night, second to last week of matches. Elimination on the line and seeds on the line, which are going to be our top 4 teams going into the Season 2 finals at PAX East.
We have Denial already in there. EnVyUs already in there. SB is already in there, and now we have either E6 or Dream Team. If you're asking me to pick one of those 2 teams right now, who's going to make it? I'm going to go E6.
You are?
I'm going to go E6,
Confident.
yeah. Even though they're losing right now, they haven't won a round. I think going into last week, E6 has really improved from first season to second season.
Yep.
I think next week they can really pull it out.
Yeah,
and come back.
To your point, I think they mesh really well as a team. I think they're a little bit more organized than Dream Team. A little bit better chemistry, having played together as a team of 3 at least, and even now a team of 4 for a lot longer. That's a very good argument.
You got to remember, E6 been a team the whole season. Dream Team had some roster shakeups over there, a little bit of a different roster than we first started out the season. Supremo's, of course, gone off that team now. So, you know, the longer tenured team here will be E6 coming into next week.
That's true.
And I think it'll matter.
Yeah, 3 players that have been competing for a while.
But Fallout, of course, you're winning the prediction contest, so what do I know? I don't know anything. I'm just talking about my my rear end over here.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that statement at all. Just saying. No, I'm kidding. I would agree with that. You know, E6, 3 veteran players that have been pro players since Gears 2. That's exactly what you can expect out of them. We're going to be going to map number 3. Can E6 show some life here and winning a map? We're going to see Envy with a new strategy. They're going to be showing their new strat. It's going to be a 3 down low. You never know if they're saying, hey, let's practice some new strategies and see if they work.
We're going to find out right now. Sniper picked up, it looks like, by E6, and now Boomshot by Franchise. Let's see what he can do with it here, because like you said, a new strat for us coming into EnVyUs. And there's a smoke. Give him a little bit of vision.
So EnVyUs practicing something new, trying something new right now while they can. You know, clearly looking like they're going to win this round. They're going to be rotating that boom shot up the left side here, and it's going to be a little bit of a map swap.
Yeah, they've given up the top side right now, but boom shot is coming up, so they're going to try to retake that top side. As Affinity going to get the first kill on Soto. Poseidon looking around, looking for a player. Toy takes out one, and now, a team kill there from Poseidon. Saw his teammates back there and decided to go to work and chunk it. And now a 2-on-2, EnVyUs, E6. Hudson's moving around the map, of course. You know, we're used to seeing him with a rifle in his hand, but right now, shotgun out, playing that Cantus, rotating around again. Poseidon still alive, Franchise still alive, with that boom shot, of course.
Was it him that picked up Sniper, though, I wonder? Franchise 2 boom shots still. He can play as aggressive as he's playing with the boom shot in their hands. But Poseidon recognizes an opportunity to take a 1-versus-1 against Praised here. Or maybe Soto. He's going to full red Soto. It's up to Hudson's to finish him. And Soto's going to, Toy Soldier, I apologize. Finally going to get taken out. Franchise takes out one in the 3 boom strat. Does not work, but I like the strat.
Does not pay off in the end. Yeah, you know, and you can't really blame the strat for that loss, I would say. It just came down to execution.
A 2v2.
Towards the end of the round. Yeah, 2v2.
Fran missed a boom, too, which is going to make a difference.
Right, 2v2, a boom shot, you figure you'd be good.
Yeah, that's true.
But that being said, again, the first round on the board for E6, so they got their first round of this match tonight. They're looking to come back down 2 maps here on our Gears of War Pro League, second to last week.
Now we're going to see a pretty standard 3 up top from both teams here. Expect a rotation from the down low members soon. Franchise is going to down Hudson's. He's going to get revived here, but an advantage Envy has right now. A good opportunity to push up. Soto looks like he's trying to do exactly that. Toy Soldier and Franchise getting nothing but downs in the host spot.
And the downs are going down because here we go. Action coming up here. 4-2 advantage now for EnVyUs. Affinity trying to clutch out a kill here. Cannot do it. Just too many players left alive. That's going to be a wash, and that's going to be another EnVyUs round, or the first EnVyUs round on Clock Tower.
So E6, we didn't point out, should have. E6 won their very first round of the entire match, the first round of Clock Tower, but EnVyUs returning to the form that we've been used to seeing them play throughout the entirety of this match by dominating round number 2. I think nothing but blue on the bottom left of your screen. Ooh, all right.
Moving on board here. Round number 3. Fallout change up his strat here. We have Franchise playing back of jail. Smokes are coming out. It looks like E6 trying to push up aggressively here as Sniper is picked up by E6. Grenades picked up by EnVyUs down low. So giving up grenades for Sniper as a double, nice coordinated roll there by Poseidon and Hudson's there. Yep. And they're going to rotate down low.
Looks like a little bit of confusion there in calling that strat. Praise went to host spot to start, and then actually Fran called him off and told him to go low side. So it looks like Fran called a 2v2. Praise didn't hear them. But now it's going to be E6 with an opportunity to grab boom shot because they have Sniper.
Yeah, they're trying to use Sniper to grab boom shot, but Toy Soldier being a nuisance over there on the right side has to watch himself because Hudson's has the rifle, and it only takes him a quick split second to get in there and pop your dome.
Keep in mind, if he grabs boom and gets downed, he's not going to. Okay, so they're good. Hudson's actually down Franchise through the smoke right there. Not sure if Fran's been revived yet, but...
Boom shot going out, not going to connect, narrowly missing those players over there. And now it'll be Soto downing Poseidon. Eternity getting it down on Praise. Soto takes out Poseidon. And Affinity with a down there on Soto as well. It's a lot of action going on here.
A lot of action. Not many kills, though.
Not many kills. There's another kill there. Affinity taking out Soto. 3-on-3 situation as Toy Soldier looking to put some Lancer fire in to Hudson's over there, still with the rifle in his hand on the other side of the barricade. Praise taking out Affinity. And up top, Hudson's popping Toy Soldier's head. So another 2-on-2 Fallout as we break down our next round here, round number 3.
I'm not sure if boom shot's still in play or if boom's been taken out yet, but looks like there, no boom shot in play here. So 2 versus 2. Sniper should be spawning soon, and Hudson's is still alive. There you go, Sniper in the hands of Franchise.
So it's Eternity and Hudson's down low. Franchise up top. Now with a rifle in his hand, we assume.
Yep.
And we're just waiting for the action.
Unless he gave it to Praise.
Unless he gave it to Praise, but that'd be...
Franchise never gives up a sniper.
Be questionable.
Yeah.
But we got to talk again, Fallout. This is your, I want to go ahead and say, it's been a pleasure casting with you, season number 2.
Right back at
this
you
is your last week here on the Pro League until we see you at finals. So, I'm going to miss you, man.
Right back at you. It has been a pleasure all season long.
Action picking up your Fallout. Here we go. Hudson's going to take down Praise. Eternity gets down by Praise and he picked up now. So 2-on-1 for E6. Sniper shot going out. Franchise not going to get headshotted. Instead, he'll take some cover on the back pillar in Snipe Alley. 2-on-1 now. And Eternity rotating down low for grenades, it looks like. So 2-on-1, Eternity down low. Hudson's up top. Fran has a split second here to hit a shot as Eternity going to grab grenades. And now a quick 1v1 for Franchise. Has to take it out of here quick. Cannot let his teammate get back with him. And here he comes over. He does get back with him. Now a world of hurt for Franchise as both players are in front of him. Grenades, of course, in their hand. And he'll rotate downstairs.
So trying to find some good news here for E6. They've been playing 2v2 situations very well. And one thing you talk about often, which is true, is E6 always in end-around situations, 3-on-3s, they kind of fall apart. But so far against Envy, best team in the game right now, they have won both 2v2 situations. Don't want to speak too soon here as Franchise is actually going to take out Hudson's, and he's not done yet. He's playing very aggressive. He's going to get taken out by Eternity. So Franchise trying to embrace his inner toy soldier there with some aggression. Did not pay off for him as Eternity was able to finish the 1v1.
Yeah, and I thought that
against his former teammate.
Little up A move there. I thought he might clutch it out at the end there. I looked at the shot either didn't come out or was a little bit too delayed there. Yeah, good try.
The revive slide. Glad we got that on replay. The revive slide and then after the kill from Hudson's. Very well done. A perfect round from E6 right there.
All right, 2-1 now on board again with E6. Affinity playing down low, making sure that guy does not flank around down low, because if he does, you're in a world of hurt, because your back will be getting torn up by an Asher.
That is true. Doesn't happen often in UE. Saw it happen a lot more in Gears 3. Is the flank from down low or the opportunity to maybe ditch the 1v1 and just bolt.
It looks like, again, 2 line for EnVyUs over there. We have a guy back pillar for E6 and only 1 guy on their line. He's over there in host spot, it looks like. Yep. Waiting for the first down of the round. That's where it all comes into play. The first down of the round, you get your team together, you coordinate, you make sure that guy stays down or the guy reviving him goes down as well.
Yeah, Franchise knowing the angle so well, I believe, in the perfect spot where he can't get crossed here. Of course, as I say that, he's going to get right back to that spot. He's going to be full right. He's going to stay alive. So look at Franchise putting in the work to find the angles.
That perfect angle. And now with the blind fire, he's going to down Hudson's over there. And now again, Hudson's goes down 2 times. One more time, he'll be out. Poseidon's already out. Franchise and EnVyUs moving through here. That'll be the 3rd down for Hudson's. Only 1 player remains, Eternity. And you know what? Not a good look for him right now. 4-on-1, he'll go down. Soto takes it out. Another round for EnVyUs.
And that's the difference there. Franchise taking the time to put in the work to load up a private match, to get his teammates to try and cross him, to find the exact angle in which he can't get crossed. That's something you don't really see a lot of anymore in Gears eSports that used to see a ton of back in the day. So Franchise, the veteran, doing exactly what he needs to do to make sure he's near invincible in that spot in secondary. So well done.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Franchise really doing his homework there. Like you said, not something you normally see more recently in Gears of War,
yeah,
but take your hat off to him. And here we go on round number 5, kicking off here. Franchise, there's that player we're talking about just now. Has his pistol out, looking across the way. Poseidon trying to do his best to keep that back pillar player at bay. And Smoke Shroud, of course, as well. So we're just waiting for the action again. The first down, the first kill, as we're here 2-2, EnVyUs versus E6. And here goes Poseidon towards rifle Fallout.
Trying to use the smoke to his advantage. Trying to bait out to see if it's possible to grab Snipe here. Looks like it's not going to be just yet. Are they going to try and do it? Yes, they are. Hudson's grabbed Snipe, and he's going to get down, but the revive is coming. Affinity gets down as well, and they're going to survive unscathed. Soto rotates high side.
1 down each, though, so who knows if that'll come into play on Clock Tower. Frags are going out from Soto, tossing 1. Not going to connect there. Still going to pocket that other grenade. It's down low. The E6 squad has managed to move down low with Sniper. It's a 4-on-4. Nobody's dead just yet, but Praised getting the down on that Sniper. Hudson's from up top left Fallout. The sneaky Praised, man. And there's a grenade out from Soto. Great coordination there. Recognizing that grenade was free kill. Affinity on the wall, moving back and forth. course, those goggles help him see a little bit better on this map. Not just kidding, they don't. But Eternity, of course, with him as well. 4-on-3 in favor of EnVyUs. They're trying to come down the stairs right now. Now let's see what they can do.
They recognize an opportunity to slide there and swarm a fight. Meanwhile, Poseidon's gonna pick up a headshot of his own, neutralizing, making it a 3 versus 3. Big fight going down. Eternity's gonna take out Soto, making them pay for the aggression. However, it's gonna be a team down for Poseidon and Affinity. And it looks like when all is said and done, it's gonna be EnVyUs with the curb stomp slide to round that round out, and going up 3-2 right now. Match point for the 3-0, their second 3-0 in a week.
Match point to go into next week, feeling good about themselves. EnVyUs again coming up big when it matters at the end of the round. Toy Soldier franchise really showing up and really showing us how to play Clock Tower.
That's for sure. Let's see if they can secure it out, what type of strat we're going to see from Envy. Meanwhile, E6 running a standard 3 up top, I believe. Yes, it's going to be a 4 up top from E6. I apologize. Meanwhile, EnVyUs ran a 4 low, grabbing nades, maybe grabbing boom here in a second. No, not grabbing boom shot. So a change in strategy from franchise to try and lock the round up. There's going to result in a bit of a stalemate here with Hudson's with the sniper and no boom shot to Envy's name.
Yeah, E6 rotating around now. Envy already down low, like you said. This is a, you know, I like seeing this. I like seeing different things. We're here second to last week in the Pro League. We waited, you know, this long to see it. I'm glad we're seeing it now.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that.
I mean, if they're trying it out, if they're just working on perfecting it, this is a good time to try it right now.
So those grenades are going to pick up one. Nice grenades by Toy Soldier, baiting out Eternity. And now it looks like Envy has everything they need to secure this round, and yet another 3-0 over E6 here. All thanks to the grenades placed by Toy Soldier. And the strat call by franchise, of course.
All right, the grenade, a big part of this round. That first kill, that breaking ice, and now the high side in control of EnVyUs, plus that 1-player advantage. So it's looking real good here, Fallout, for a 4-2 victory.
Yeah, so to break that down for you guys, in case you're a little bit confused or new to watching Gears, most times we see teams run a very basic 3 up top, 1 down low strategy on Clock Tower. It's kind of this meet in the middle ground and Lancer fire and teamwork fight up top, while the 1 versus 1 down low is really to hold each other off to avoid the flank. However, EnVyUs, for the first time we've seen ever in the Pro League, Season 1 and Season 2, 2 times has run down low strategies where they focus on getting boom shot and getting grenades, giving up high side control and elevation control, and sniper.
Oh, headshot going out, sorry,
which is going to make a difference from Hudson with the sniper in his
hands. Made me lose my lunch just now on Toy Soldier there, but even with that kill being said, 3-on-2 in favor of EnVyUs. They need, E6 needs to come back here, clutch it out somehow. You're looking pretty good with the sniper in the hands of Hudson's, but you know what? You got to watch out for franchise as well, and EnVyUs have been playing real good. Hudson's again, opportunity not going to go off there, going to miss that shot, reload. He'll have another chance of coming up. Now continue your thought, Fall. I'm sorry.
No, that was it.
That was it? You done?
All good.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So meanwhile, 3-on-2 situation here to lock this one up.
Smoke's going out.
Yeah, they try baiting a kill high side. Not able to get that bait.
Hudson's going to rotate over. It looks like 2 players of EnVyUs holding hands here. I believe I saw a grenade in one of their hands. Yes, I do.
Franchises have grenades.
And Praise waiting to pounce there. Yeah. He's like a caged animal. You let him out of that cage. You say, get him, boy. And he goes off.
There's one grenade from franchise, well placed off the jail. So Hudson's is not going to be there anymore. Next grenade's going to go off, and Affinity is going to somehow dodge that one. It looked like he was going to get taken out. All up to Hudson's to make a play with the sniper right now. It looks like he's not going to connect for that one. Only a minute left. They can get a stalemate here. Praise is absolute right now in the jail, and Affinity's going to actually take him out.
2-on-1 now. Hudson's last player alive. Going to be very hurt. Try to get around that corner. He does. They are chasing him down. He is extremely red. 42 seconds left on the clock, and he is a sniper. Franchise, however, picks up his own sniper. And you got to ask yourself, do they have enough time to go for a boom shot and get over here?
They don't. So they have to swarm the situation. But lucky for them, Hudson's put himself in a very bad spot in this position here. All you got to do is really hop over and go wide, take your angles, and you should be able to secure this one. I know Hudson's is scary with the sniper, but such close range, he's not going to be able to connect.
Not going to do it. And here he goes, Soto with the headshot, going to take it out, folks. And with that, Team EnVyUs will make it 3-0. They sweep E6 here in the ESL Gears of War Pro League.
And just once again, we keep saying it, that's 6 straight map wins for EnVyUs, as they have dropped a map in 2 weeks now. They continue to steamroll. Of course, the big story here is EnVyUs made the decision for all of them to move to North Carolina. Of course, Praised and Soto from New York, living in a team house and practicing every single day. It's starting to pay dividends here, as we've seen these last 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, they're putting in the work for sure, and you got to take your hat off to them for doing that, getting prepared for Season 2 finals. They want to win this time. They came so close last season, and they don't want it to slip away again.
Yeah, and you gotta say it's identical situation. This is almost deja vu, Deluxe. We went into the Season 1 finals saying EnVyUs favorites to win it, most experienced. They played Gears 1 before Gears Ultimate Edition came out. They're currently sitting high and mighty at 10-2, tied with Denial, I know, but Denial losing 2 maps to Justice today, you know, it really makes a statement. EnVyUs 6-0 the last 2 weeks, Denial 6-5 the last 2 weeks. Really says a lot.
Right, and then Strictly Business sitting in third right now. They have a win over Denial, so the win over the team tied for first place. And then, like we mentioned previously many times, Dream Team 4th, E6 5th. They're going to play next week in what might be a match to decide who gets that last spot.
So an exciting time indeed to see how the seeding is going to play out. I had a chance to talk to Kenny earlier today, as I mentioned, and they're really fighting for that #1 seed. Strictly Business has an opportunity. SB plays both EnVyUs and Denial next week in their last 2 weeks of the Pro League. So they win both of those, they're the #1 seed. So that #1 spot's up for grabs. Like we saw in Season 1, the seeds really ended up playing out to see who ended up winning the tournament. And of course, all 4 seeds ended up finishing the tournament as their seeds were coming into the tournament. So very important coming into this one.
Well, once again, Fallout, pleasure.
Definitely.
We can do our little, our twice thing.
Double tap salute.
Double tap salute one more time.
We got to give a big thank you to our partners, Xbox, the Coalition, and Twitch TV. We would not be here, and we would not have the opportunity if it wasn't for them. So please show support at Xbox, at Coalition Gears, and at Twitch on Twitter. Show support, show love. Big thank you to those partners.
Yep, and that being said, folks, you're not going to want to miss next week. Incredible action, Gears of War, once again, fighting for that final spot. Who will get it? E6 Dream Team, let us know, and we'll let you know next week.
Fallout and Deluxe, on behalf of ESL and the Coalition team, we are super glad to have brought you the Gears of War action today. We will see you guys next time on with Season 2 Pro League next week at the same exact times. We'll see you guys next time.